and girls, you know how we just got back from our nature walk and we've been talking about how important earthworms are? And I decided to do an activity this afternoon. And before I do the activity, I first want to explain why you have these booklets in front of you. I went ahead and had my assistant make these for us. And like teachers, if your printer doesn't work, you have to come up with plan A, plan B, and plan C. So my assistant went ahead and drew these and put them together. And they're called Earthworms Rock. Because we have been learning all week and through our nature walk that earthworms do what?
Awesome.
Earthworms what?
Rock.
They rock. And how come they rock? Because they help, Brian?
The environment.
The environment, Aaliyah?
They help our plants grow.
And they help our plants. And who eats plants? Aaliyah?
I like lettuce.
You like lettuce. We eat lettuce. Brian?
We eat the food that they make.
Well, we eat the food that they help make. Very good. So this activity, it's called How Do Earthworms React? Okay, what does the word react mean? Brian?
How do they act?
How do they act? Very good. How will the earthworms react? And we've been talking about it throughout our nature walk. And before we started even doing this, sitting down to do this activity, I asked you, what is a hypothesis? And I taught you what the word hypothesis means. Brian?
It's a question.
It's a question. Aaliyah?
An educated guess.
It's an educated guess. Very good. Both of you are right. So the first hypothesis to this activity, how do earthworms react, is what? Aaliyah?
Earthworms will not like the light from the flashlight.
So the first activity and the first hypothesis we are going to be working with and try either prove or disprove, which means either if it's true or not true, if earthworms like light. And this time we're improvising with a flashlight. So go ahead. You all brought flashlights from home. And Brian, you have your big Mongol one. And Aaliyah has hers. And Brian, I can barely see your earthworm, buddy. Okay. Oh, there it is. It looks like a juvenile little baby one. And where do we get these earthworms?
Our yard.
I got mine from the yard.
From the yard. And yours did too, because it came from where?
They came from the ground.
Came from the ground. So look at the way Brian, get your earthworm, get the flashlight a little closer to your earthworm. There. And boys and girls, we don't have a lot of time, but can you see in Aaliyah's earthworm a little better? That's why my assistant's focusing the camera on it. It seems to be wiggling
around.
Do you think it's, Aaliyah, I don't think that earthworm, can you like put the flashlight, the light hard on it? Can you press it hard so you can get more light?
Yes.
Okay. It seems like the earthworm's trying to do what?
Get away.
Get away from the light. So what's the first hypothesis? You all said that the first hypothesis you all came up with was that earthworms would do what? Brian?
Earthworms would not like the light from flashlight.
So is that true? Did we prove that one right?
Yes.
So if we had a longer time, boys and girls, we probably would see more of Brian's earthworm moving, but Aaliyah's earthworm seems to be wanting to get away from the flashlight. So did we prove it was right?
Yes.
Yes.
My
Okay. The next hypothesis that we came up with was, will earthworms like
noise?
So I went ahead and had you all bring what?
I bought some
whatever noisemaker you wanted to, and Brian contributed with bringing his
duck calls.
So blow away, and Aaliyah, you brought what?
Cowbell.
Cowbell. So let's see if the earthworms react to it. Go ahead. Okay. Do you see the earthworms react to anything?
Mine's not moving at all.
It's not moving? The hypothesis you all came up with was earthworms will not like noise. So did they like the noise?
Mine didn't really care about it.
So yours show no movement. How about yours,
Well,
Leah?
mine is now moving.
Yours is barely moving. So do you think he liked it or didn't like it? Do earthworms have ears?
No.
No. So what makes you think that? Do you think he liked it or not like it? Aliyah?
I don't think he liked it because, like a deaf person, even though they can't hear, they can still feel
They can still feel what?
the vibration.
The vibration. So vibration tells the earthworm something is there.
Shaking like
Very good, shaking. Now the last hypothesis I wanted you all to see and we discussed was, how will earthworms react when they're put in coffee grounds? Aliyah, what was the hypothesis you all came up with?
Earthworms will like to dig in the coffee ground.
Okay, so earthworms will like to dig in the coffee grounds. Why do you say that? Why did we come up with this hypothesis, boys and girls? Aliyah?
Because since they're dark, since coffee grounds are dark like the dirt, and they might like it.
But what is the main thing that they like? They're like us, like adults. Brian?
the caffeine. They like the black caffeine.
Yes, so we learned through our studies that earthworms love coffee grounds. It's like candy for worms. So, did we prove our hypothesis that earthworms do like coffee grounds?
Yes.
Yes. So, boys and girls, I want to thank you for helping me with how earthworms react. And did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you. Have a nice afternoon, and I'll let you go ahead. We can start working on our worksheets.